septic shock where I had total system failure.
I could barely move. This is the last thing I remember.
It's customary to think that people who need intensive care are usually after a car accident or a big operation, and this is usually true. The medical intensive care unit specializes in treating patients with complex medical problems. Each organ affects the other organs, so we have to work to stabilize all the functions and not just one or two.
My name is Samuel Abramson. For 33 years, I've practiced dentistry in this room and at this chair. And for 33 years, everything went quite well. Last year at this time, a young gentleman came into the office, sat down in the chair, and had a terrible coughing bout. A week later, I felt quite weak and lethargic, and I began coughing as well. When I went to my physician, he took a chest x-ray, and the last thing I remember before I fainted was him screaming, "Call for an ambulance, dachuf, ambulance."
He came in with symptoms of pneumonia. He very quickly deteriorated and required artificial ventilation. His lungs were so severely affected by the pneumonia that they nearly did not function at all. When Dr. Abramson was in our unit, we received the report that he actually caught H1N1, which is swine flu influenza. My kidneys stopped, my liver stopped, my heart stopped, and the great doctors at the ICU were able to save me. You may have died at one of these infection periods or complications that you had, but you were very strong and you encouraged us to keep on fighting. Slowly and gradually, Dr. Abramson could breathe on his own and leave the unit and go to rehabilitation, where he spent the next few weeks getting back on his feet and to his previous life. I got a phone call. Now, Yom Kippur, I was at home with my family. It's not usual that people call, but it was the attending physician, Avi Abutbul, from the medical ICU. He sounded very distressed. "What happened, Avi?" I said. "I'm treating a young man who drank some tea he ordered from the internet. I don't know what it is, and I have to resuscitate him, and he's in critical condition, and I cannot get his lungs to work."
I was buying this herb on eBay. The herb was called butcher's broom. It's very popular. It's supposed to help with blood circulation. I thought it was legit, so I bought it.
Oh, do you remember everyone that treated you, Dr. Mark?
Absolutely. I remember him, you, all the stuff. I remember them very well.
Yes, yes.
After my near-death experience, I've retired from dentistry. My good fortune is that my son Ari has taken over the practice, and he is a graduate of Hebrew University Hadassah Dental School. Sometimes when I'm playing with one of my grandchildren, I think about what I just went through and how lucky I am to be here today. Thank you, Hadassah.
If you donate to Hadassah, you are helping saving life. And I want to thank you for supporting Hadassah. Because of you, I'm here today.
There just aren't enough beds in the medical ICU to treat everybody who needs us. And it is very important for us to grow and be able to save more lives.